it on up for a second. You went to my diary when you met Jordan. I need you to back it up to when you met Jordan.
Y'all, what's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. I'm down here listening to this. They do this thing on the radio down here to catch a cheater. They probably do it in your area too, where they call the person thinks their spouse or significant other is cheating on them. So the radio station will call the person and tell them that they've won something, and they got a chance to send a bouquet of flowers to someone they love. And then they say, well, who do you want the flowers sent to? And then this girl was like, I want them sent to Jordan, but I think her husband's name is Billy or something like that. So he had gone through her diary and figured out she was cheating on him or whatever. And then he said it was cold in the bedroom, so he figured something was going on. So that's when he went through her diary, and now she wants to send these flowers to somebody else. And now he's on the radio talking about, who is so-and-so? Who is so-and-so? And when did you meet him? Y'all. So you already know why we're down here. Last night, Nate and I were on stereo, just talking, just talking. And, we always end up talking about Real Housewives and talking about different things related to the show and stuff like that. Baby, while we were on there talking, the people come on, leave a message. You can leave a message or whatever, talk about Simon and Porsha. Because, we was already talking about the picture, right? And I was on the way. I'm making an errand. I made that video saying if Porsha could pull a brother-husband situation, I would have to say she's a smart girl, right? But that's not what it looks like, so I don't have to call her smart. But the thing is, so Porsha, they posted the picture, Mother's Day, Karma McKinley is standing there next to Simon, and the girl got on an engagement ring and this and that. So, of course, we're talking about that, and that leads to other conversation. And then Porsha announces that her and Simon are actually a couple, and they're together, and it's only been 30 days. 30 days? Girl, what? 30 days? First of all. So then, while we were on stereo, we're trying to everything processing. Let me tell you something, how Nate got so mad. He got so mad. He said he about to pick Falynn up so they can go beat Porsha's ass. Girl, what? Last week, y'all was dragging Kenya through the streets for saying that Ralph was cute. Dragging Kenya through the streets. Put a scarlet letter on her chest, honey. You got Miss Lickety Split calling everybody Delilah but her fucking home girl. Girl, you standing next to Delilah. Girl, this is a mess. And so I'm trying to process it. So we've shared our stories because, we shared our stories if we had like a similar situation that happened where somebody close to you, ended up being with an ex of yours, your ex, right? So they've announced their divorce, right? They announced it just less than a month ago. It had to be in April. Then they announced the divorce. What's going on? So I had some questions because, had this would have been Kenya Moore, and we see like how the people were like, we're going to see how Porsha fans flip this, right? Because I have so many questions. First of all, that Falynn and Simon just announced their divorce less than a month ago, even though they said it was in January that they filed. That's what Porsha said. We can't really trust too much of what Porsha Williams says because she's a known liar. She lies a lot. When she posted it, everybody was like, go to Kenya's page. Kenya posted that Nicki Minaj meme talking about, did I lie? Did I fucking lie? Girl. And the girls are moving the goalposts. They are doing mental gymnastics out here. They are trying to figure out a way to make love wins a hashtag, honey. They are really down here doing the most. And what's hilarious is that, like I said online this morning, black women, y'all are not that progressive in terms of relationships. And a lot of us operate from a monogamous relationship template. A lot of us operate from a traditional conservative type of relationship, heterosexual, straight, vanilla, monogamous relationship. And anything outside of that, you bitches get mad when a bitch asks if she can make your man's plate. And now all of a sudden what Porsha did was socially acceptable. All of y'all, all of a sudden all you bitches is progressive. Y'all progressive enough to share a man? No, she's not sharing a man. They got a divorce. Porsha was too close to Falynn. That's too close, y'all. That's too close. Now, and it's too close and it's rude as hell, because if you were going to do that with Simon, why you didn't wait 6 months? Why you didn't wait a year? Why didn't you wait? Why all of a sudden y'all posting pictures that fast? Like, there's no respect. And y'all be saying that Porsha is the good friend. Honey, the girl code commissioner is not your good Judy. Porsha is only loyal to herself, and we've been telling y'all that forever and ever and ever. Kenya can't even say a motherfucker is cute. Y'all called that bitch a whore. Kenya more whore for 2 years, and you believe the lie of a crooked ass lawyer and a 2-time convicted felon. And then when he came out, he was lying on her. Y'all said he was lying about lying on her. And now Porsha out here fucking her castmates' men. How does a relationship develop so fast that you're already co-parenting after 30 days? If Porsha is out here pulling, Porsha is trying to get to the bag. That's what it is. Porsha is a 40-year, she's knocking on 40. If she's gonna go and get with a man, and yesterday I said there's so many men out here, but then I thought about it. It's not, right? If you guys were really as progressive as you are acting like you are now, that Porsha did what she did, if y'all was really as progressive, right, Simon would be able to have Falynn and Porsha, right? I wonder if Porsha and Simon are in a monogamous relationship. 30 days, and y'all co-parenting and y'all family, and y'all want to get married. Now, I wonder how Falynn feels. How does Falynn feel? Because, like, logistics, you're too close. We're co-workers. You bring your husband to work. You and your husband get a divorce, and now I'm going to go marry your husband. And then the word on the street, because we know Porsha is team too tight. And she always got on clothes 2 sizes too small. And now you got this motherfucking Mrs. Roper moo on, girl. Are you pregnant? I have so many questions because I had to process it yesterday. And I was like, I'm trying to, I try to give you an objective view about things, right? So logistically, they're divorced. So Porsha's not taking anybody's man. And there's another thing. I don't want to blame Porsha. We're not going to do this game where it's Porsha stole Simon, right? We're not going to play that game. We're not going to do that. Because Simon, as a matter of fact, Porsha is 40 years old. He's 56, 3 times married, 5 kids. I kept wondering why Simon kept coming down to the internet. Why you keep coming down to the internet? Are you pulling a Slade? Remember Slade from Real Housewives of Orange County? Remember how in the first season he was with Joe? And they were married and everything like that. And then him and Joe got a divorce. And then Gretchen came on the show and Slade started dating Gretchen. And Gretchen, they're not married, but they have a baby together. Slade and Gretchen are still together. I told you guys last night on stereo, I was in a relationship. This was my early 20s, like just moved out of home. It was like my first apartment with my boyfriend and my brother. Turns out the girl that was consoling me when my boyfriend and I broke up, she was consoling me. She's married to that nigga today. And when I tell you I was mad, I went up to her job. when I found out we all lived in like the same apartment building, like all of us lived in the apartment building. His friend lived down the hall. They was at the friend's house down the hall, and she was there. She was in the room with him. I walked in the room. She was hiding from me. When I tell you I ran down the hall of that apartment building trying to catch that girl. I was in my early 20s. Today, I wouldn't do that, but I would be pissed off if somebody close to me that I brought on the show turn around and is engaged to my ex-husband. I would be really mad. I would be mad. Some bitches would want to come and pull up on Porsha and beat her ass. Y'all was stoning Kenya for saying Apollo was fine. He fine. And flirting with Apollo. Even Kenya was telling him, flirting with him or whatever. And her and what's the girl name? Her and Phaedra weren't even cool with each other. So I used to be like, she don't owe Phaedra shit. Fuck Phaedra. I'm flirting with your husband. One day it's going to come back on Kenya. And now y'all saying that the things that Kenya is going through, her karma and everything is marked and what she's going through because she flirted with me. I wonder what Porsha's karma going to look like. That's crazy to me. That is absolutely crazy to me. And I feel like if you were going to get with Simon, because I have a lot of questions in my phone that I asked yesterday. Let me go ahead and start asking these questions. Falynn ran past the bitch she should have been running up on when she was running through that kitchen on Halloween. Honey, I have a lot of questions. First question. Everybody says so many men out there. Is it? Is there so many men out there? I feel like Porsha is chasing a bag. That's it. All Porsha sees is, listen, beauty is my commodity, right? I don't have much to offer in terms of intellect. I'm pretty, and I need to get with a man who is going to be able to support me when it's time for me to actually talk and do something. I do have something to fall back on, and this is this man. Is there enough men out there? Is Porsha just figuring out like, hey, shit, bitch, you let him go? He got money. He's worth $40 million. Now, the proximity to Falynn, out of order. Are there enough men to go around? No, there's not. We sit down here all the time. That's why poly relationships work better when the men are rich, because they would get all the women. The broke niggas wouldn't get the women. That's why monogamy, and that's why it's funny when I hear all these black women who are very traditional, and when I say traditional, I mean male-centered, who are very monogamous and very straight and very vanilla and very straight-laced when it comes to how they want their relationships to look. So where men are, when you guys unknowingly and like delusionally share men, you're sharing these niggas out here, but knowingly sharing a man and passing them around, black women don't do that. Now all of a sudden you bitches are progressive. Black women don't do that. You don't see. Now if we passing a nigga around, he might be because he's community dick, but we not getting engaged to him. We're not getting engaged after 30 days and co-parenting. But Simon is worth $40 million. You bitches in the hood is sharing niggas that ain't got nothing. But now all of a sudden y'all have moved the goalposts. What Porsha did, love wins. We know damn well y'all wouldn't accept that at all. We know you wouldn't accept it. But we asked the question, you could have picked any man. Porsha could have access to any man. Can she? Can she? Or does she have to go far? This is a single man who's worth $40 million. He likes me. Honey, that's all it takes for Porsha. He likes me. And if he likes me, we can co-parent and call him family. After 30 days. Porsha didn't even wait 6 months. Porsha ain't shit. She ain't shit. But Porsha's trying to survive out here. Because there's not a lot of men out here worth $40 million that will take a extra from a some cut video. I want to see y'all in the comments. Who doesn't see anything wrong with what Porsha is doing? Who doesn't see from where you stand and where your value system is set, right? Because we all have different sets of values. Is Porsha just trying to get the bag? Is Porsha trying to be hypergamous? Because in the black community, it's not easy. It's impossible to be hypergamous. It is actually impossible to be hypergamous, because if you're going to be race loyal, let me put that little nuance in there. If you're going to be race loyal, black women cannot mathematically cannot be hypergamous. They can't. So is what Porsha doing, trying to survive, trying to use her last bit of pretty while she got it to get with a man worth $40 million and to get engaged after 30 days? Do you think that she went to Falynn and had a conversation with Falynn on some grown woman, emotionally intelligent shit? Like, girl, I'm not asking you for permission, but I'm just letting you know that I am attracted to your husband, and him and I are going to be, seeking partnership. I'm just letting you know that, in ahead, because we're going to be announcing it soon. Do you think that her and Falynn had that conversation? Do you think Porsha is emotionally intelligent enough to sit down across from Falynn and have a conversation with her about her partnering with her ex-husband? How many kids does Simon have? And is this too close? Now, I could see, like I said, I can see if it had been like a year or something. I think it's too close in time. I think Porsha is shady as shit. I think she's a liar. I think she ain't shit. But what I do think is she's trying to get to the bag. And I'm not mad at her trying to get to the bag, right? Because I would, if Simon was anybody else, I'd be like, girl, Porsha got with a man worth $40 million. That's smart as fuck. But Falynn's ex-husband, that's a mess. That's too messy. But again, you ask the question, are there men out there? I know he's Nigerian. There's not too many black American men worth $40 million. Not too many. And the Nigerian men, they say the Africans love the girls down in Atlanta. You went from a 33-year-old woman to a 40-year-old woman. And he said that him and Porsha have done the work. I hope so. I hope Porsha's not lying about the work that she's done. Is Porsha trying to get to the bag? Does Porsha have access to men with Simon's wealth? Those are questions, right? Falynn cheated, remember? Falynn cheated on Simon. That's why they got a divorce. Could you guys marry? And then, Porsha said that her and Falynn are not friends. So they're literally just co-workers. That's what I'm saying. Could you marry your co-worker's ex-husband? You like, bitch, if he was worth $40 million and he was single and he liked me, maybe so. It's the morals, right? Because black women if you operate from the template that I said earlier, right? Traditional, male-centered, conservative, monogamous, heterosexual. Black women don't move like that. Y'all knowingly share men, but knowingly passing around a man and be like, he didn't work for me, girl. Get with him. He's worth $40 million. It's a mess. It's messy. Y'all want Falynn back on the show now? Do we want Falynn back? Falynn was running through the hallways trying to get to LaToya. Bitch, you ran past the bitch. You should have took the 9 iron too. That's who you should have been. Who you should have been fighting, girl. I would like to hear what Falynn has to say. I would really like to hear what Falynn has to say. This is a trip. It's really a trip, child. Porsha engaged to Simon Guobadia. Love wins. I'm gonna talk to the Porsha stands. Y'all really moving the goalposts. Like literally last week when they had the segment of Drew and Kenya, when Kenya said that Ralph was cute. Y'all were really down here getting your stones in a sock, ready to beat Kenya's ass, ready to whoop her ass about saying that Ralph was cute, and really like pumping up what Drew's was saying about Kenya saying he was cute and flirting with him. All the while, you sitting next to Delilah, Diane, Porsha, Luther King Williams, the commissioner of the Girl Code Committee. Girl, she's a mess. This is crazy, y'all. I'm just asking y'all those questions because those are the questions I was asking myself. Because I said last night, it's so many other men out there that Porsha could be with. But then I asked myself, is there some more men out there that she could get with that's worth, black men worth $40 million? All y'all are super progressive women, right? Now y'all progressive. Last week you didn't want a bitch making your man's plate. Remember? What was Drew saying about Kenya? Y'all saying that LaToya was a whore, calling her a whore, and all this other stuff because of the Prophet Lot situation. Y'all over here doing mental gymnastics, backflips, and everything. That's what I'm saying. Like the women, like we was talking about yesterday, how Sonia and Ramona and Luann, they all slept with Tom, right? Tom was the community dick. You pass Tom around to have a good time. You know, he got money. He'll take you out, he'll take you on trips, take you on a yacht and this and that. Luann's stupid ass married him. And then he kept cheating on Luann and this and that. And Sonia and Ramona are like, girl, you don't marry Tom. That's not the nigga you marry. Right? So is Porsha operating from are they friends like that? She said that her and Falynn are not friends. I don't know. I mean, I think I can see it like it's not cool. The proximity to the girl, absolutely not. If Simon is a single man, Porsha getting with that man to, like I said, because pretty, it could only last so long. And I said last night, she's on her way out. You on your way to the Auntie'ville. You better find somebody to get with that's worth $40 million. It's bitches arguing over a nigga worth $40,000. Ain't even worth $40,000. Ain't even got a 401k with $40,000 in it. And y'all arguing over. That's why you have to understand poly relationships and how rich men get the women. And how monogamous relationships. Do you think that Simon and Porsha have a monogamous relationship? This is crazy to me. Porsha ain't shit. She ain't shit. She's just trying to survive in this patriarchal world where you're pretty fades. Pretty fades, honey. You can't be sitting on Dr. Curve's table when you 45, 50, 60. You can't keep doing that. You better get them now. So we're going to see how long this is going to last. I don't know that. Do y'all think it's okay to be co-parenting with a man after 30 days? Co-parenting. You've met his children. They like you. You've met his family. How old is Simon? 56? Kenya ain't never done nothing compared to this. I want y'all to get in the comments and let me know. And then you saw the people online talking about love wins and all this other shit. I know they group text was on fire last night. I know they were. I know everybody is talking about Porsha like she ain't shit. But in public, oh, love wins, love wins. Porsha, you are so... Whew, you not loyal to anybody. This is the proof right here. No loyalty. Does she owe loyalty to Falynn? Does she owe her that? Does she owe her some respect to have kind of waited a little while at least? Like, that's a mess. Anyways, y'all, that's all I got to say. Y'all let me know what you think. Answer the questions that I had, that I wanted to know. Do you think she went to Falynn and had a conversation with her? Is Porsha trying to get to the bag? We know the answer to that. Does Porsha have access to men with Simon's wealth? How many ex-wives does Simon have? How many times has he been married? What's wrong with him? Why can't he stay married? Why can't Simon stay married? He's been married how many times? 5 times? Why can't he stay married? And could you marry a friend's ex-husband? All right, y'all. Take care of each other and protect your energy. Peace.